Hello you guys, it is Black Anime here with another rant. First I want to get off, sorry if you can hear the fan. My AC has been broken for 3 days now. There's no AC in the house at all. It is fucking terrible. I have to keep that on. It is like 103 degrees outside and we are just cooking. So, sorry about that. But let's jump right into this rant, guys. Today I'm going to tell you how to get a friend, a family member, or just an acquaintance into anime. There are several steps that I see you have to be taken to get there. And today we're going to talk about that. Now first I wanted to tell you guys the problem with what people do to get friends into anime. The biggest problem I see is they try to get them into those really long animes, such as One Piece, Naruto, anything that surpasses 50 episodes, in my opinion, anything that surpasses 25 episodes is a little much to start off for someone. Now, if it's separate series, okay, I can understand that, such as the Fate series. I would say those are about 25 episodes a piece. So yes, that's alright as long as you show them the first one and not just do it in order. But that's the worst problem, is you try to push people in with very long shows and they lose interest very quickly. So today, let's talk about the right way to do it. Step 1. Try to help them figure out that not all anime is for kids. I know lots of people. Now this is mainly for US, because I can't speak on other countries' fans. But in US, lots of people have the mindset that anime is for kids or anime is just porn, when realistically it is not. You gotta let them know by telling them shows that they may have seen that aren't kid-based or porn-based. The shows that I think are the biggest influence on this are Studio Ghibli films. Lots of us in the US as kids have seen them and not realized that they're anime, and use the films such as Kiki's Delivery Service, Spirited Away, My Neighbor Totoro, Castle in the Sky. Those movies that anyone from the 90s generation would have watched. Any 90s kids would have watched. If you're 2000s and you're trying to watch this, I would suggest using newer ones, but still those ones work fine. And then you see them light up like, that's an anime? That wasn't kid related, like, yes, Studio Ghibli films are light. Lots of the characters are kids, main characters, but they do have a very serious reasoning behind the whole show. Like My Neighbor Totoro is about a girl who's moving closer to her mom's hospital because her mom is sick to the point where she's been hospitalized for a very long time. Kiki's Delivery Service is about struggles of a girl trying to start her life on her own. Like, it's not just what the back of the case says. You gotta let them know that there are serious undertones to lots of these anime movies or whatnot. Moving on. Figure out what genres they like. That's step 2, you guys. You gotta figure out what interests them. Is it action? Is it adventure? Is it drama? Is it romance? Is it mecha? Is it sci-fi? Is it romance? And so on and so on. You gotta just figure out. And what I like to do is figure out 3. Figure out 3 genres they like, and then try to find at least 2 of them in the show. Now, moving on, this step didn't take a lot of talking about, but step 3 is figuring out the show. For example, let's just say they like action adventure. Okay, you try to find something that's action adventure. And don't think, oh, I can't do any more genres than that. It's always good to spread out genres. I highly suggest the show Gurren Lagann, and I know I'm going to get a lot of comments, that's more than 20 episodes, but the reason I think it's a good starter is because it has bits and pieces of every genre. It has sci-fi, it has supernatural, it has mecha, it has action, it has adventure, it has comedy, and it has romance. It has a bit of everything put into this one show, and that's why I highly suggest that. But some may not like those other genres that much. Like, for example, I have friends who just don't like romance. I have a brother who will not watch anything if it's not action and adventure. So let's say this person is dead on, he wants, let me think of a genre that I could go with easily. He wants straight up horror and action horror, okay? And he's not gonna try anything else until we settle him down with something. A good show for him would be Parasite or Tokyo Ghoul, something of that kind of standards, So let's say we introduce him to just Tokyo Ghoul. I'm gonna say that because I haven't finished Parasite. I'm getting there, but let's just say Tokyo Ghoul. Watch Tokyo Ghoul. Now we get to step 3. Oh, was that step 3? Let me think. Genre. Nope. Step 4. My bad. We get to step 4, where they start watching the anime. You want to help them every step of the way. I would highly suggest watching it with them. A bonus step that works together with step 3 and 4, figure out if they prefer dubbed or sub. Some shows may not have dubs. Try to get them to watch sub, but if they prefer dub, go with dub until you can move them over to sub. But that's a whole other video, dub versus sub. We'll talk about that later. For now, let's continue on. We're on step 4. They're watching it. You gotta watch it with them so you can help them understand the story if they don't. So I highly suggest choosing a show that you've seen. If not, it's just a bonus. You get to watch it together and you can try to help them understand it together. Because, at first my friend Nick, and when I first got my friend Nick into it, he got really into it. But I had to watch some shows with him to help him understand the anime tones. Like, why is this guy doing this when he should be doing this? Why is this doing this, or why is this happening? You gotta be there to help him understand it. Okay. Step 5, they're watching this. Step 4, they've watched a couple of episodes. You gotta keep it constant with step 4. Okay, like you gotta make sure they're still watching the show. Not 1 episode a week. I would prefer, I say, at least 2 episodes a week, which isn't much. Like for Tokyo Ghoul, I'm pretty sure that's only a 24 episode series. Each episode being 20 minutes. 3 episodes in an hour, so 3 goes into 24. Brain fart, sorry. 3 goes into 24, just 8 times. 8 times. 3 goes into 24, 8 times. So that's 8 hours. Which, when you think about it, isn't that long. Like, yes, it's a full day's work, but you could watch half of it. You could watch Tokyo Ghoul Season 1, 12 episodes long, in 4 hours. I know lots of people may not have that free time, but I'm off at 4 p.m. so I have all that time before bed. But then there's weekends, there's days that you have off, I suggest watching an hour a day, so 3 episodes a day. Finish the series quick, but not too quick that they still understand it, and not too slow that they forget things. So, moving on to step 5, they finish the show. You figure out if they like it. If they like it, you move on. You figure out, hey, what parts did you like about it? Because Tokyo Ghoul, it is horror, it is action, but it also has drama, and it does have a slight hint of romance in it. It's not actually put into the genre, but there is a little bit of love between 2 characters in there. So you figure out what they liked about the show. And let's say they say, I like the comedy, and I really liked the action. So then you want to think to yourself, okay, let's change it up now. Let's find something different. Action comedy. And then you show them that show. And then you keep doing that for a while. You keep building up off of what they like. And then you keep figuring things out. And then eventually they'll go off on their own. That's what happened with my friend Nick. We figured out what genre he liked. We started watching Blue Exorcist first. He liked it a lot. To the point where he was like, I want to watch Naruto. And I know that is long. I know I'm going to get comments about that. But I told Yeah, it's a long show. You know, at this point in time, they were about, I want to say, probably more like 400 episodes in, and he understood that. So I watched the first season. I watched all the way up till the Chunin exams with him, and then I said, we'll continue this next week, because I have my animes I need to start watching. 2 weeks go by, I don't hear a word from him. I see him, and he's already caught up. Like, he took control of it, and that's what you want. You want to push them to the point where they're like, I like this, I'm going to take control. But don't push them too hard. That makes them scared and run off. I'm having troubles with my girlfriend right now trying to get her into it, but she is watching. I've suggested to her, hey, watch a minimum of 2 shows a season. 2 new shows, 2 old ones, so 4 total, and she's doing fine. She's loving them, she's watching them, and her anime interest is slowly growing to the point where she's talked about, hey, when I get my own anime stuff, how we go separate our stuff and all that stuff. So, very good. Now, the final step, you guys, we are at the final step here, step 6, they're watching on their own. Now what? You gotta keep the interest. Introduce them to other things that are anime related. Manga. Merch. Like posters, swords, figures, plushies, box sets, DVDs. You gotta let them know that they need support. By the way, I have a video talking about supporting anime. I will put it in the link description below for you guys, but you need to let them know, support what you like if you want to see more of it. Or you want to see more of its kind. Support what you like. And then introduce them to stuff bit by bit, and then expose. But that's for another video too. Okay, you guys, thanks for watching. Please let me know if this was helpful for you guys. If you have any questions about trying to get your friend into anime, or a family member, or whoever, comment below and I will do my best to answer it. Once again, you guys, thank you for watching Black Anime.